Hello, good morning. Welcome back here at Aloha's Garden. This is still part of my gardening thing because I'm going to um, clean leaves of the moringa leaves. Maghimay ako ng dahon ng malunggay because I harvested some. It's starting very windy this time because winter is coming. So while my leaves are still good, I'm going to harvest it and clean it right now so I can start dehydrating them, including the flowers for powder. But some of this is I'm going to sort it out. Some will be used for my fertilizer, and some good leaves. I sort the good leaves for my dehydrated leaves. That's good for soup or sabaw. And then the flower, I'm going to dry it also and make a powder out of it. And join me. So let's talk about anything under the sun. And here's my leaves. I have just 2 buckets right now. Usually I have 3 to 4 buckets to clean, but for now I just have few harvests. So I'm going to clean it quick so I can still go out and do other stuff because I have a lot of things in the list to do because garden need to clean up and need to plant spread winter seeds, veggies. So I need to double time. So now the house is quiet. My husband is in the on his office. My kids, son and daughter, is already at school. So now it's my me time. My me time is doing garden stuff. I still have towels in the laundry, but now it's already in the dryer, and I'm done washing dishes. So this is it. I'll show you my leaves and my moringa flower. So this is the leaves that I'm going to clean. I wear gloves, of course, and then that's some of the flowers. So I'm going to sort that out with my 2 dish here for the flowers and for the leaves. And yeah, I'm going to now, since time is taking fast when you're busy. But this is how when I prepare my leaves, when I clean it, this leaves is already washed 3 times. I wash it 3 times because it should be ready to cook, and when I powder it, of course, it should be clean. So that's my rule of thumb. I wash my leaves 3 times, or whatever leaves that I dried, like the mango leaves, avocado leaves, guava leaves. I always make sure that I wash it 3 times, 3 buckets of clean water. So just to make sure that any foreign dust or insects or whatsoever that's in there should be gone. And to clean the leaves is not really that quick because I make sure that I clean the fresh one. I don't want it to turn, yung ano bang tawag dyan? And when the leaves start wilting and start yellowing like that, I don't want to wait my leaves to be at that age. So when I harvest, it should be washed. It should be washed right away and then cleaned like this one. So it should be washed and then I drain it. So it should not be dripping when I himay it or maghulos na ko. So kumusta man mo din ha? How's everybody? Kumusta ang lahat? I hope that we are all doing well, everybody will doing fine, whatever you're doing. I hope nga okay lang mo tanan. I hope that okay lang kayong lahat. Even if we are that busy, everybody's busy this time. Even if some have the lockdown, quarantine, or whatever you're doing. Just let us just be patient and keep on praying that all of this pandemic will be gone so we can start to go back to our normal routine, because of course for me this is part of my normal routine. My normal routine, of course, is preparing my kids to school in the morning because they are back to school with all the precaution. But before that, they are at home schooling. After fall break, the governor issued that, yeah, they will try their best to be safe and go back to school. And this is only up to winter, and they're going to observe that since the cases now are rising. Yesterday it was 100,000. 100,000 was the increase of the total America cases. But that's a lot. That's really a lot. It's like every day since the beginning of November. So far that's what the news. But that's really unbelievable. But well, we will just continue praying and do the precaution. All we needed to minimize the yung paglala ng ng virus. And we are the one who's responsible to be safe and be vigilant. If we don't feel good, then we should not going out in the public, because we don't know if we might have the virus and we might infect other. Well, I hope that we are just good, okay? And well, you guys who are watching right now, thank you for watching. I just decided to start doing this video when I do things about my garden, so someday I have something to look and watch. What did I do at this time? Time just goes by very fast, and siguro, of course, time comes that we will be old and we cannot do all these things anymore. So it's gonna be my compilation that someday I will watch this again and hope that I inspire other mother, wife that choose to be home and just do things that's what make them happy, what make them utilize the time and be productive. That's just we need to do, okay? Wherever we are, to my friends, relatives way back in the Philippines, and to the rest of the world. Hello. Kumusta mong tanan? Kumusta? I hope na okay ra kaayo mo din, ha. Sometimes di nato malikayan. We cannot avoid na, everybody has trials in life like that, and no one is exempted. So we just continue be positive and looking forward for the good results, whatever we are having now. So ganyan lang. Ano lang talaga. You just continue to be a good source of inspiration. Kahit na maghimay lang man lang malunggay, to make himay, to clean these leaves, it's not, hindi lahat, it's not everybody that can really deal the cleaning. It's really, you need more patience, and because you need to be really serious in cleaning this, or some of the stems will be included in the in the you know, in the what do you call this one, as if that you already clean it, but not that much, and it will give you a different texture when you eat it. So you need to make sure that you clean it well, and you need to focus on what you're doing. But now, since I'm already been cleaning these leaves, so I consider myself that kind of good already on this. And after I clean this one, I will arrange that into my racks, into my dehydrator and edge rack. Every time I lay that one, I level that, I can see that there's still a big stems there. So that's the time that I'm going to like finalize of, that's my quality control stage, just to make sure that there's no big stems like this, like that. So that's, I need to take that away, and just to make sure that everything is just possible, just leaves and a little part of the stem, because I pack this one. I pack this one and sell to the people who don't have moringa, and it will be packed like this, like that. So I just want to make sure that it's very clean, and the leaves is green as fresh. Only the difference is that they are dry, right? So it's green because I clean it, I prepare it while it's still fresh. It's not yung nalarag na ba? I don't know the Tagalog of nalarag, the wilted, you know, the one that when it start falling the leaves. And because when you wait this for like more than 24 hours, the leaves will start yellowing, and the smell is going to be different. It's not the good smell anymore. It's different. It's like start to like rotting, you know, pag nalalanta na siya. So I did a lot of trial and error and processing this into until I get the quality that I want if I'm the buyer. So far, yung mga nakabili naman, they are happy. Yung iba they message me na they like it. Of course, it's good as fresh compared to the frozen one. So that makes me like, you know, happy too. Like motivate me to continue what I'm doing, and continue my process, even it's really what do you call that, matrabaho ba siya? It's really matrabaho, and well, it's okay, kaysa wala akong gagawin, diba? Kaysa uupo-upo lang ako sa bahay, mag-browse ng phone. Of course, there's so much to do in the phone. If you're in Facebook, it takes time to browse, because when you follow your friends, kung ano nang mga nangyari sa mga buhay-buhay nila, of course, because you miss them, I miss them. And yeah, so we have time for that, and it won't be like you spend all of your time doing that. And yeah, so that's what I'm really thinking, because if I just going to really think of like do it like money making like that, it's gonna be very expensive if I'm going to think all of that, because actually this is just like a Aluha one process all the way, because you know I harvest, assuming that I already have a lot of full-grown trees, moringa trees, and now that I already all of that, and before the trees grown into big trees, there are so many process or care that I put into that. And at first, because I did a lot of that, because I really want to have malunggay or moringa, and I devote my my time in gardening just to make sure that after the 3 years of the trial and error growing moringa, finally my garden um, got the right mix of soil and everything like that. I got success of growing few trees, and now they are the first batch that really big already. So I need to harvest, and what I'm doing is this. I sell my extra. So there are people, or it started actually with my daughter. When my daughter don't want to eat my gulay, my vegetable soup, because she said she's still young. Mama, I'm still young, I'm not going to eat that yet. So I really want her to have at least a vegetables. She eat a lot of fruits, and she loved those. And what I did is powder the leaves and put it in the capsule. So I gave it to my husband, I gave it to her, and of course I'm taking it too for supplements, because even if I eat a lot of vegetables, but it's not that I eat it every day, because 'di ba nakakasawa din naman, or it's like na ano ka rin, yung you want variation. Kaya it's good with the capsule, and after that I have more extra of the powder, so I use my powder with my other drink. So I pack the powder again and sell the extra. So the last product I have is the leaves, the dehydrated leaves. That's because when I tried it after already 2 years of saving, I saved the dehydrated leaves I had before, because I want to still have leaves during winter. But in the beginning, my friend said that you can blanch it and put it in the freezer, like how the Asian store, selling it in the Asian store. So I tried, but I don't like it actually. Even if I'm the one who did the blanching and putting it up, I don't like the texture, because it's already blanched and frozen. So when you thaw it, it's really different. So I tried to save all the dehydrated leaves. And when we went to the mountain, especially in Colorado, I brought some with us, so I can still have the leaves even we are up there on vacation. So when I tried, oh my god, it's good. It's good, and it's tastes as good as like that. And I start sharing it to my friends, and yes, my friends said that, oh yes, Al, it's good as fresh like that. So that's the beginning of how I get motivated to continue this thing, to really himay, hulos, hala, hulos taman, and sit for a few hours just to make hulos. And so I have something to pack. And yeah, I actually glad that it has a good turnover. Like, there are people that's happy, and that makes me happy. And I told them that my packaging is compact. Okay, it's compact, it's really dry, and you don't need to put a lot of it when you make your soup. So it will, you can make a lot of cooking actually in with the one pack. And And you don't need to put it in the freezer. You just need to store it in an airtight container, and it will last. It will last for long as you use it. But if it is still sealed in the bag, because it's vacuum sealed, it will last up to 2 years, because that's one of my tested package. But I don't know, if I did not open that package for so long, it might still be good. But that's the package that I had, that when I start packing these leaves. Ganyan lang. That's how I started this. And yung paghimay-himay ganito, it really takes time. Kaya you consider na kung bakit, they're going to say, baka namahalan kayo, ganyan. First is that we are in America, and it's really typical in our mentality that when we see a dollar sign, we will convert it in peso. Peso. Yeah, that's natural. I understand that. But we consider that there's so many factors of what is it that I had to successfully growing the Moringa tree. And with that's the step 1. And after that, I need really the desire to really do this himay. This is the longest process aside from dehydrating, because it's already in the dehydrator. But for my hands-on work is being spent on this himay, hulos, or cleaning, separating the leaves from the stems. So just consider that, because if I'm going to really cost it by the hour I spend like that, it's gonna be expensive. And I don't want that to be rocketing expensive, blah blah blah, like that, because I'm just a little urban gardener that try to sell my extra products. Of course, because my garden needs maintenance. And number 1 to sustain in my garden is the watering. And water here in the desert is really expensive. I always repeat that in my previous video, that yes, water is really the bloodline, the life in the desert. So yeah, that's, if you're a gardener, to my fellow gardener, I know you understand. And maybe to some, it's natural na masabi natin na mahal ganyan. But I just want to assure you that my quality is worth it. That it's really clean, it's organic, it's well washed, hinuhugasan ng mabuti. Malinis talaga siya, malinis. And I'm preparing this like this is for my family. I'm preparing this for the goodness of our body. It's not just that it's commercial, that I need to be done. I need to be done, and I need to be done with this and that, and I need to have a package of, I need to pack 100 like in a week. No, I'm not like that. Quality is very important, because this is food, and I'm taking food seriously, like as always, like a medicine on the plate. I'm not going to be like, what do you call that, so commercial that we don't know how they separate their leaves out from the stem. Because when I see when I'm going to tell you that my powder, my moringa powder is from pure leaves, it's really pure leaves. It's not included, I'm not including the stems. It's pure, it's all leaves. No additional coloring of whatsoever to make it green, you know. It's I'm not that. I'm not into that. It's just when I say pure, it's pure. When I say naturally grown, organically grown, it's organically grown, because I just do organic stuff. No pesticides, no other, you know, synthetic, what do you call that? Synthetic, synthetic fertilizer. I don't apply that in my garden. It's all soil, organic soil, compost, combination of that, peat moss, and other organic stuff that I can add into my soil mix for my garden food, because the plants need food. They need vitamins to grow and for me to have a good harvest. And I need to do this one because I'm the one who is the #1 consuming it. I'm just selling my extra. So what I'm selling is, that's the one I'm eating too. And I need to make sure that it's clean. There's no pesticides or any other chemicals na ano dyan, napunta. Whatever is in the air, that's why I need to wash it also. Wash it well. Wash it well. Because washing with waters is really very good. Even, you know, washing our hands, we need water. That's very important. Water. And we are in the desert. Even that we need to save water in cleaning and washing this. I'm not saving water. I need to wash. So I need to use water, because that's the one that makes my product clean. And in order to be healthy, we need to eat the good one. We need to eat the good whole food product. And we know already that moringa is really very nutritious. And I'm a living proof of that. Hindi ako yung parang nanghambog ba, nga binutbut ba, what do you call that? Yung parang being very proud, and it's not really true. No, it's true. We Filipino are really very, what do you call that? We used to eat this malunggay, and even our grandparents, our old folks, they always say, you eat this one so you will not be sick. So you will not get sick like this other kids who's very picky, and look at them. They always go to the hospital. You want to go to the hospital and be poked with the needles? Oh my God, no. Who wants needles? No one. So just, you know, you need to know your source also, just to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do to produce a good product. And I'm proud to say that what I say, when I say it's clean, because I'm the one cleaning it. I'm the one cleaning it. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to eat it too. So this is a very safe food, very nutritious. and very healthy. So I hope you enjoy the my sharing of cleaning my leaves, and I will show you more. I will show video when I do other tasks with my, you know, with my other garden stuff. There's so much things to do around the garden, and this is one of it. This is like the final thing out from the garden, because it's a harvest. It's the harvest already. So for all my buyer, thank you so much for buying my products, and I hope that you really enjoy. And it reminds you what malunggay is. It reminds you of our Philippines. It reminds you of our old folks, of how they cook, simple cooking. And malunggay, it's always there. It's really remind us of what we are back home, you know, because we're eating together with this malunggay, with a simple soup, with a fish or with a dried fish. And we, the Bisaya, we are very into lauoy, and that's just very simple food but very nutritious. So the point is, don't worry if your food is that simple. What matters is what the vitamins and minerals your body are going to enjoy. So let's just continue to, continue to eat the simple food we had, and the better, the simplest the simplest it is, then the healthier we will be. Thank you so much, and I'm going to continue more of this, and so I can put this in the dehydrator. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.